A lot of you ask me this question that, sir, I'm not from IT background, I'm totally confused if I should learn Salesforce or not. I'm not sure if they are going to hire me or not, what kind of questions I should expect. Right? Please help me here. Right? So for this particular thing, I want to share some very simple stuff, right? And listen very carefully. Why should somebody, or why will somebody will hire you, right? What is the reason? What is the USP you have, right? The basic reason anybody will hire you is that they can make money from you. As simple as that, right? So let me doodle something over here and try to explain you, and now listen carefully. And this applies for all the industries, not even in IT industry. For any kind of outsourcing job you go, this is the actual concept of outsourcing, and you already know about it, right? So if this is you, right? This is you, and this is your employer. This is your employer, right? They may be in your local city, or they might be in some place in US or UK, right? And this is the client. What do you mean by client? Let's give them a name first. This is you. Let's say you are Mr. A. This is a company. Let's call this company as Tata Group. Right. And this is a company, let's say Coca-Cola. You as a resource, if Tata Group can sell you to Coca-Cola, they are going to hire you, or they will never hire you. As simple as that. Now your question should be, what should I do to become eligible, so that I should have all the points so that I can be sellable over here, and I can be sellable over here, right? So it totally depends. It's a very relative question, by the way. It totally depends on whether you are a fresher or you are an experienced person with lower level of experience, for example 1 to 3 years of experience, because at that time you are more of a developer, or you are a senior developer, right? Senior developer 3 to 8 years of experience, or you are a manager 8 to like 12-15 years of experience, or you are at higher management role, 15 plus years of experience. My answer will be different for all these 4 different type of people, right? That means you need to compare yourself with your peer group. If somebody gives you advice by sitting in US or UK that learn this technology, you will get hired. No, try to get the relevant advice corresponding to your peer group, right? Let me give you an idea. If you are a fresher, or you are coming, and if you are having this much of years of experience, right? Or maybe you are a fresher, don't worry, you can change your skill anytime, doesn't matter. If you are a senior developer, then still there is a very high chance that companies are ready to adopt you. If you want to learn any skill, may it be Salesforce, may it be data science, may it be anything. But if you are at higher experience level, right, my friend, you will not be hired just for technology. You are a leader, you are a manager, you will be driving a team, in fact teams in certain cases. What qualities you should have? It is not just about learning a basic skill set and you will get hired. It's not going to happen. If somebody is saying that, he may be wrong. Probably he is 100% wrong, right? So think about it, that why would a company hire me? Or what are the pointers which I should add in my CV? Maybe a certification, maybe a hands-on project, maybe an internship, maybe whatever, that I become sellable over here. And if I sellable over here, I will become sellable over here. You can ask another question. Okay, you have given us a pathway. I know what to do, but what exactly I should do, right? What are the things which are sellable? What are the things which looks good on paper? There are certain things which looks absolutely good on paper, which makes you a lot more sellable. One thing is for sure experience. There is no substitute of experience. But if you are moving from some other skill, you will not have experience. What will you do then? Try to get your hands on projects. You'll find a lot of opportunities online, offline, doing hands-on projects end to end. It's not about if you've done a project for a client. It's just about whether you know the end-to-end development process. Try to learn doing difficult things. I see a lot of people just trying to do easy stuff. It is a question like in college days I used to ask my teachers or my seniors that tell me only the important questions. I'd study those many questions and I'll just be passed. No, it's not your exams, by the way. It is the question of employment, right? So you need to think in terms of serving a client and not just sufficing the minimum possible criteria, because it's a huge competition, right? So be very serious about it and try to do the best possible, because there is a huge competition, my friend. Post-COVID, it is next to impossible to get a job opportunity. We have more than 270 vendors who hire from us, and we are facing challenges, right? So now imagine when you are going to search job opportunities, how difficult it will be, right? So I'm not talking about cheap opportunities over here. I'm talking about those growth opportunities which can change your life, right? So try to get certified, at least 2 certifications, because you need to survive the competition as well. Hands-on projects, certifications, if possible, and if you are in this particular range, freshers and 1 to 3 years of experience, and if you are jobless by any chance, go for internships. They will help you a lot. They will help you to groom a lot. Try to work for free. Do free stuff, free in terms of do some freelancing jobs as well. Don't charge money initially and people will help you. But sir, I will not get any freelancing jobs. You have not even tried, my friend. At least 1 month. At least 1 month, if you spend 6 to 8 hours a day searching for freelancing opportunities, you will get your first freelancing opportunity. That much effort is required. If you are not ready for that, leave it. It's not your cup of tea. Salesforce is very competitive. That's why you get a lot of money, right? So, and it is doable. It's not difficult at all. People don't want to do hard work. People want to go for shortcuts. If you are trying for shortcuts, Salesforce is not for you. At least post-COVID, it is just like totally different ball game altogether post-COVID. Like people are not even getting opportunities because there is a huge competition in the market. More than 3 to 4 lakh IT professionals have lost their jobs. They are in the market. 2019 pass out people are there in the market. 2020 people are just out. Imagine the competition which is there in the market, right? And if you want to get into the ecosystem, be ready, because the journey is going to be long, at least 3 to 4 months long, minimum, not less than that. If somebody is saying that one month course can give you a job, I don't agree with them, right? So try to get recognitions, those recognitions which you can put in your CV and it becomes notable by your employers, right? Then you will become sellable at this stage, and automatically you will become sellable at this stage. Hope I have made my point. All the very best for your Salesforce journey.